gonna bring them around. Here we go, fans. The best part of the race is getting ready to get exciting. Here we go, they come. Great flag and we're racing. And everybody's side by side right off the get-go. Bickle, Berger. Bickle may have the lead, maybe not. Alex Prunty wants to get out there right now. Prunty letting Bickle know, let's go. Austin Nason right in that mix now. Steve Apel still behind Matt Berger. Steve Apel coming to the inside of Prunty. So it's gonna be Rich Bickle, your leader. And it's gonna be Berger and Prunty side by side coming into 3 and 4. Brad J.J. Muller hanging in there trying to make his move past Guiley, but Guiley's gonna close ahead and challenge Nason now. And Berger trying to find a spot as that inside's not working for him. Berger goes to the outside now. Guiley stays on the inside. It's Prunty, it's Bickle. Two big dogs in the front want the lead. Prunty making contact with Bickle. And it's Prunty to try to pull away. Here comes Steve Apel. Steve Apel starting to look to the inside of Bickle. Berger just wanting to hold his line. And don't count out Ty Majeski. Here comes Ty Majeski starting in 10th. And he's moving up the track in that 91 car. So Alex Prunty going to try to turn on the horsepower and pull away from everybody in the early going of this 250 lap race. And that might be the strategy for him. And it's Jake Guiley to work on Matt Berger, two former Rockford Speedway late model drivers. Austin Nason almost got a little sideways there coming out of 2. And now Brad J.J. Muller and Majeski making contact. Nason going to the inside of Berger. Brad J.J. Miller trying to pull away from Majeski. A lot going on in the early part of this race. Apel working on the inside of Bickle. So now it's Austin Nason to go around Matt Berger. Here comes Brad J.J. Miller going around Berger, and now Majeski going around Berger. Whoa, Brad, hang on to it. Brad J.J. Miller almost spun out there. Good save by the 89 car. Majeski clearing of the 29 of Matt Berger. Here comes Michael Bilderbeck, the fast qualifier, trying to get around Matt Berger now as well. Driver X looking to do the same. Alex Prunty starting to look at Danny Church, who's right in front of him, one of the lap traffic cars. And Brad J.J. Muller starting to look to the inside of Austin Nason now. And we got problems. Jake Van Aske and Rob Braun with a lot of smoke coming up. So Rob Braun in the 98 car, where he's at right now. As Alex Prunty is going to bring them around. And they're now entering the Raw Steel Collision Center restart zone. Here they come. Great flag and we're race. Oh no! Prunty getting spun out. Are you kidding me? You've got to set the pace. And the lights on the car corner pace car are out. Alex Prunty gonna bring them around. And we're gonna try it again. They're gonna pick up speed. They're now entering the Raw Steel Collision Center restart zone. Here they come, they come, they come. Great flag and we're racing. And it looks good this time. Oh, Steve Apel and Prunty. Side by side, Apel gonna go for the lead as they make contact. Prunty hangs on to it. It's Apel, your new leader. I know those two definitely have been rivals over at Slinger Speedway this year, so that doesn't surprise me whatsoever right there. So it's going to be Steve Apel, your new leader in the 51 car. Prunty second, Bickle third. It's Nason and Majeski side by side for fourth place. All All right, here comes Ty Majeski. Ty Majeski hanging on to fourth now. Michael Bilderback wants to challenge Austin Nason on that outside lane. Michael challenging him. He's going to take it away from Austin. Michael Bilderback in that top 5 now. Jake Guiley looking to do the same thing to Austin Nason. Looks like Austin Nason having a little bit of trouble on that inside lane as it outsides the fast lane here at Rockford. And here comes Alex Prunty to challenge Apel. Oh, Steve Apel let up. Alex Prunty gonna make the move, get back in front. It could have been a courtesy move as well by Steve Apel, I think. And Steve Apel gonna try to go back to work. I think maybe Steve Apel knew he was wrong in what he did there. Maybe. And we've got a contact maybe between Tim Lampman and Casey Johnson. Tim Lampman off it just a little bit. And Casey Johnson there moving up the field slowly but surely. Ty Majeski in fourth, starting to look to Bickles inside. Ty Majeski in that 91 car. Very, very fast car. Second place finisher in the Slinger Nationals earlier this year. As we are 34 laps into this 250 lap race now. And it's Prunty again. Once we start getting into the middle of the race, these guys will kind of simmer down a little bit, kind of space out and hold their line till about that last 40 or 50 laps, then the action really gets going. Steve Apel right there, not letting Alex Prunty run away whatsoever. Ty Majeski wanting to see what he's going to do here. Is he going to make his move on Bickle or not? Michael Bilderback starting to catch up to Majeski. Jake Guiley going right with him. And we've got a spin out. That would be the number 8 car, Josh Wallace. Josh Wallace out of Genoa City, Wisconsin. Spectrum coating. All right, lights on the car corner, pace car are out as Alex Prunty's going to bring them around. They are now entering the raw steel collision center restart zone. Here they come. Great flag and we're racing. And Bickle and Apel beating and banging. Apel hangs into third. Here comes Jake Guiley. Jake Guiley challenging Apel for third. And Austin Nason on the inside of Bilderback. Guiley trying, oh, here comes Majeski. Majeski's back at it against Guiley. Looks like Guiley fell off a little bit on that last lap. Majeski's gonna claim fourth place, maybe. Jake Guiley's not gonna give out without a fight. Max Taylor to the inside again in that 37 car. Hasn't got it figured out just yet. All kinds of stuff going on there behind Rich Bickle. And Steve Apel's now feeling the pressure from Ty Majeski. A lot of these drivers trying to save their cars, save those tires for the last 50, but they're going to have to put the work in now. All right, it's Prunty, Bickle, Apel, Majeski, and Bilderback. Race fans, at our first break, we will be drawing the winner of the 50-50 raffle ticket. And now we're in lap 51. Alex Prunty trying to turn the horsepower and to pull away from everybody. He's got legendary Rich Bickle Jr. right behind him. Steve Apel kind of hanging in there. Don't think that restart worked out too good for Steve Apel that time. Ty Majeski starting to look to Apel's inside. As most of us are single file racing, Jim Olson looking to challenge Tim Lampman. Back there towards the back is a 24 car looking to pass the 9 car. And it's going to be Matt Berger getting around Danny Church. And now it's going to be the 34 car Clay Kurtz getting around Danny Church. Majeski continually finding his line he likes, looking to the inside of April there between 3 and 4, letting April know he's right there. And it's Casey Johnson starting to look to the inside of James Swan in the 97 car. It's Olson and Lampman side by side towards the back as they just make contact. And Majeski looking to the inside of April. We've got a battle for third place. It's Majeski to take it away from April. Majeski starting to set his sights on Rich Bickle. These two have battled many times this year. Alex Prunty has no care in the world as he's just trying to ride as far away as he can from everybody. And it's Majeski starting to look to the inside of Bickle. Here comes Majeski. He's going to challenge Bickle for second. And they're almost side by side. Majeski tucks it back on in. And now Michael Bilderbeck's challenging Steve April. We've got great battles in the front. Majeski looking to challenge Bickle. Bilderbeck challenging April. But here comes Jake Guiley to challenge Bilderbeck. And it's Majeski again to the inside of Bickle. Majeski going to try to take that second spot away. Bickle just seems to pull away coming out of turn 4. Last call, 50-50, last call, 50-50, one more time, last call, 50-50. So it's Majeski. Wow, there's like barely any separation between Majeski and Bickle as he's right there. Here comes Bilderbeck on April. Bilderbeck making his move on April, maybe not. Jake Guiley right there to see if Michael slipped up, which he did. Prunty starting to come into lap traffic. Prunty working on Clay Kurtz, going to go to Clay Kurtz outside there in that lap traffic. Here comes Majeski. It's Bickle, it's Majeski. Majeski with a fender of a lead. Whoa, Clay Kurtz almost got sideways. This is going to be interesting lap traffic. Whoa, Majeski got into the back of Rich Bickle. And it's Bilderbeck on the inside of April. Bilderbeck tucks it right in behind April as they're coming up on Clay Kurtz, that lap traffic number 34 car. Now they're going to come up on the 20 of Dan Church. Rich Bickle Jr. doing everything he can to try to hold off Ty Majeski for as many laps as he can. I think it's only a matter of time, though. That 91 is fast. And it's going to be, this time by, we got 70 laps in the books. And it's Majeski to challenge Bickle now. Bickle hanging on for dear life. 71 in. We're going to take a mandatory caution at lap 75 as the drivers will be pit. We'll be making a pit stop. Here comes Bilderbeck to try to challenge April. So Prunty looking definitely good this first part of the race. It's Bickle, Majeski, April, and Bilderbeck. Followed by Guiley, Nason, Miller, Swan, and Johnson. The man on the move, Casey Johnson, all the way in that 10th spot. So Casey Johnson now with a top 10. And the mandatory caution is getting ready to come out as they've completed 75 now, and there it is, the caution's out. All the drivers will be going into the pits at the 75 lap break. We are now going to be drawing the winner of the 50-50 raffle. So race fans, get your tickets out. We are going to be drawing the winner of the 50-50. Once again, this is a mandatory caution, lap 75. Is going to bring them around. Lights on the car corner, pace car are out. they're going to pick up speed. What's going to happen? Here they come. Green flag, and we're racing. So it's Steve Apel to try to pull away as quickly as he can. Rich Bickle right back on it. Look at the horsepower coming out of Bickle's car. Wow. Casey Johnson on the move. Casey Johnson now. Oh, Prunty gets into Casey Johnson. Brad J.J. Miller on the inside of Johnson. We got a battle for third, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Brad J.J. Miller and Johnson making contact now. As Alex Prunty is going to try to look to the inside of Rich Bickle. Austin Nason on the inside of Swan. Looks like he's almost clear of him, but he's going to, whoa, we got a wreck. It's Alex Prunty and Rich Bickle Jr. Oh, no. Jim Olson also turned sideways. He's letting Alex Prunty know that he's not happy. Now the helmet's off. All right. All right. Uh-oh. It's round 2. Oh, come on. Let's all get along here. All right. Steve Apel just cruising along in first. Pace car are out for Steve Apel as he's going to bring them around. He's now entering the Raw Steel Collision Center restart zone. Here they come. Green flag, we're racing. Here comes Ty Majeski to challenge Casey Johnson. It's Johnson and Majeski. Majeski starting to get close to Apel. We've got a great battle for the lead. Jake Guiley and Bilderback side by side also. Oh, Jake Guiley slid up into Bilderback that time in turn 2. And it's Majeski for the lead now. Casey Johnson had nowhere to go, decided I better hook it down on the inside. Majeski getting into Apel. Apel spins out. Oh, James Swan spins out. Matt Berger spins out. Dan Church spins out. And Jake Van Oski spins out. The leaders, these hungry big dogs, everybody wants to get in the lead. Majeski's tapping out. So because the 91 says I'm at fault, that means the 51 of Steve Apel will retain his, and Rich coming around picking up speed. As Steve Apel's going to bring them around, they're now getting ready to enter the Raw Steel Collision Center restart zone. Here they come! Green flag, we're racing! And it's Apel off to the races. Johnson going to try to pull away from Jake Guiley. Brad J.J. Muller. Whoa! Jake Guiley and Brad J.J. Muller. Guiley wanted that outside spot. Brad was still there. And it's Brad J.J. Miller to pull away from Guiley. Here comes Austin Nason. John Reynolds Jr. challenging Michael Bilderback. Reynolds Jr. on the inside of Bilderback. Here comes James Swan to challenge Reynolds now. As we're getting bunched up towards the back, the man on the move, though, is going to be Ty Majeski, as he's already off and rolling pretty quick. As Brad J.J. Miller now claiming that third spot all by himself. Casey Johnson challenging Apel. Here comes Casey. Apel maybe a little high, giving Johnson a spot to slide in there. Swan looking to the inside of Bilderback. Will he do it again this time? Here comes Swan on the inside of Bilderback. Into turn 3. Swan hanging in there. Reynolds wants to close the door. No. Bilderback trying to hang on. Swan is fast. And Rob Braun now on the inside of Lampman. Ty Majeski staying on the outside. Ty Majeski looking to make it 3 wide. Ty Majeski inside and now, or outside, now inside. Ty Majeski working on Lampman. Here comes Ty Majeski. Swan started to look to Bilderback's inside. Once again, he's going to do it again. It seems like we see this a lot. He just tucks behind him, but he's letting him know he's right there. But these drivers trying to save it till the end. But Michael Bilderback and James Swan kind of losing, kind of dropping back from the lead 5 right now. And Ty Majeski now working to the inside of Jim Olson. And now it's Swan looking to the inside of Bilderback once again. We are single file for our top 5 runners right now. Apel, Johnson, Miller, Guiley, and Nason, your top 5. Bilderback looks like it might be a little loose there in the turns. James Swan waiting to make his move on Bilderback. And they're coming into 3 and 4. James Swan right there, starting to look to that inside again. And Ty Majeski right behind Jim Olson. Ty Majeski looking to make his move too. Ty Majeski now on the inside of Jim Olson. Whoa, Ty Majeski gets into Jim Olson as they make contact. Ty Majeski, I don't think he was just quite clear yet. Went to make his move, didn't work out, and around goes. Lights on the car corner, pace car are out. Rob Braun gonna pull it around, maybe. He better get going. All right, Steve Apel's picking it up. Raw steel collision center restart zone in effect. Here they come. Green flag, we're racing. Rob Braun now entering the track, and it's Jake Guiley on the inside of Casey Johnson. And we are now halfway by this time around. As it's going to be Steve Apel to try to pull away. Jake Guiley getting challenged on the inside. Brad J.J. Miller on the outside. Brad's going to take 3rd. And Steve Apel's got all kinds of pressure from Casey Johnson now. Casey Johnson looking to the inside of Steve Apel. And it's Brad J.J. Miller just kind of hanging out there all by himself in 3rd as Jake Guiley looking to challenge Austin Nason. And I see the 24, Jim Olson, getting ready to bring his 24 machine back out on the racetrack. Whoa, the 34, Clay Kurtz, got a little sideways there coming out of turn 2. Look out! As Jim Olson's going to kick it in high gear quick. It's Steve Apel, Casey Johnson, Brad J.J. Miller, Austin Nason, and Jake Guiley, your top 5. And Steve Apel coming around, feeling the heat from Casey. Casey's right there. Casey might try to make his move this time. Casey's right there. And they're coming out. Steve Apel pulling away a little bit that time. James Swan starting to look to Michael Bilderback's inside. And it's Steve Apel still bringing them around. Here comes Casey on the inside. Casey looking to try to take the lead again. Not going to happen that time. And we've got the battle of the modifieds between Bickle and Nelms out there. A couple of modified looking cars. And it's Apel and Johnson again. We got 15 laps go till our mandatory caution. Casey Johnson wanting to get that lead before lap 150. Josh Wallace starting to look to the inside of Tim Lampman back there in the 9 and 8 car. Johnson starting to get a little ever closer, ever closer. Everybody else kind of running single file. Oh, James Swan off the pace, almost smacked into turn 2 as Michael Bilderback's going to pull away. Here comes driver X, try to catch James Swan now. Matt Berger starting to look to the inside of Josh Nelms, and we've got a lap traffic battle between Clay Kurtz and Dennis Prunty. Whoa, we've got an X. Oh, Steve Apel and Casey Johnson making contact. Steve Apel, I don't know if it was what happened there. Casey Johnson's going to pull away. Brad J.J. Miller in second now. Steve Apel and Austin Nason battling for 3rd. So with 140 laps in, Casey Johnson is your leader. And it's going to be Apel. No, now it's Nason. Apel having some issues in the 51 as they make contact. Apel getting into the back of that Austin Nason 14 car. Jake Guiley letting Apel know, hey, I'm still here too. So Casey Johnson's definitely got his hands full with lap traffic as he's trying to work on the inside of Jim Olson and Clay Kurtz. Casey Johnson getting around those two now. He's going to start looking at Rob Braun. Looks like the lap traffic are going to stay right where they're at there as the leaders are going to come around and pass them. And it's Jake Guiley right on the inside of Steve Apel coming into 3 and 4. Apel had a great save on that 51 car after what happened there earlier. That could have been a lot worse there, ladies and gentlemen. Good driving by Steve Apel in that 51. So we've got 4 to go before our mandatory break for Casey Johnson now, with Brad J.J. Miller sitting in second. Both of those drivers during the last break chose to stay out on the track and not go into pit. So it's Casey, Brad J.J. Miller, Austin Nason in 3rd, Steve Apel in 4th, Jake Guiley in 5th, Michael Bilderbeck 6th, and James Swan in 7th. As the leaders are coming around, the move to the inside flag for Dennis Prunty, flown by our flagman. As that mandatory caution's getting ready to come out on lap 50, 150. The caution is out now for the mandatory break. Wow, what a change of events. Casey Johnson, your new leader. The drivers are given a 10-minute break to make adjustments, to do whatever they need to. I have to wonder if Casey Johnson or Brad Miller, crew members, go ahead, have at it. Wait a minute, let's get him going here. That's kind of loud. I want to make sure we can hear you. All right, now try it, Casey. Who'd you like to thank?
First of all, foremost, I got to thank my dad. I mean, I've been busy working all week down, and he put this car back together from when we broke it before. I mean, he's been slaving out in that shop all week, pretty much by himself. So, got to thank him. My buddy Cody, Kelsey, they came down and helped me. Myra, Jeff Storm, Spotter Craig, he follows me all over the place.